So that's September 3rd. September 4th is where the complete collapse of Army Modlin comes in. So 20th Division's commander, somehow forget who he is. He also talks with Krukovich Burshemirski and orders the retreat south of 20th Infantry Division to Modlin Fortress. But the problem is, it's hard to do that. They actually failed to do a lot of that, even though the order came at afternoon or the morning. And Novogrodzka Cavalry Brigade, so that's to the west, the Polish left and German right, is retreating as well to the south, and Mazowiecka Cavalry Brigade is facing collapse. 8th Infantry Division is trying to hold on, mingling in with 20th Infantry Division, but they're also unable to hold the front line, as we'll see, because since the Germans expect the retreat of 20th Infantry Division, they decide to just try to prevent as much of it as possible from getting away. So part of it, what happens is Luftwaffe attacks. Luftwaffe 1 uses its bombers, Stuka bombers, and dive bombs of the 20th Infantry Division. And a lot of casualties due to that. And also, since they want to withdraw from Wava, there's going to be a lot of casualties. So yesterday, and I'm using yesterday because I'm pretending the present is September 4th, 1939. So if the present is September 4th, yesterday, 20th Infantry Division commander had basically requested for, please, let's leave. It's not going well. He just didn't get the permission from Emo. And today, Emo Krukovich Burshemirski, I love saying that name, allows it. He finally says, yeah, but in Wava you can't keep it. You have to withdraw to the rivers, to the Vartha, to the Narew, and to the Bug, and to the Vistula. This isn't going to work. So they withdraw from Fortress Wava. The entire eastern flank is collapsed, and now the western flank is collapsing. The center flank is collapsing as well. And of course, if center flank is collapsing, you want the left flank to withdraw as well. It's not collapsing; it's withdrawing. So that's why that cavalry brigade also withdraws south. But problems occur with the withdrawal. It's not an orderly withdrawal. A lot of casualties, not only due to dive bombers, but also poor communication, so they don't cooperate so well, and they also don't successfully take all of their weapons with them to the south. So they're leaving a lot of weapons and ammunition behind. And on top of that, they're being chased with armored units, which is pretty scary, and you're outnumbered as well. So that it's a horrible situation for the rest of Army Modlin, and at this point they're kind of stuck because reconnaissance is used. German reconnaissance tries to block the line of retreat. They actually kind of do. They capture the town of Ciechanów, and because of that, a lot of 20th Infantry Division, I know the 79th, and definitely the 78th, probably 78th Infantry Regiments, they're blocked by the reconnaissance. They can't get through, and they just gotta wait to be mopped up by the Germans. And same thing for the small remnants of Mazowiecka Cavalry Brigade that are escaping, and 8th Infantry Division, both 13th and 32nd Infantry Regiments are pretty badly damaged because of the events on the previous nights, the friendly fire instance between the two regiments. But the other regiment isn't that badly damaged, although it has failed its initial objective of attacking it. But so 27th Infantry Regiment, 13th Infantry Regiment, and 32nd Infantry Regiment all withdraw south and try their best to not get their forces surrounded. And actually, what happens is that a lot of them do get surrounded. So there's actually an attempt. So there's a little counterattack at this moment. So 4th Cavalry Battalion, I think 27th Cavalry Battalion, then the Armored Battalion, I want to say the 91st Tank Battalion, although I have to check later. Those forces make a counterattack attempt, a small attempt to try to hold the line as much as possible and to allow the withdrawal and to kind of serve as obstacles for the Germans to overcome. But then they aren't able to make like serious injuries except to the 217th Infantry Division, which, as I said at the beginning of this video, is like a joke. It's 217th Infantry Division is a weak division. Wave, I don't know, but not wave 1 or wave 2, and probably not wave 3. They're late divisions. They're smaller. Firepower of an infantry regiment for an infantry division, and the Poles are still, despite all of these attempts and all of these massive maneuvers and attempts to prevent encirclement, they're not able to really stop the Germans, except for one thing. And there's going to be one thing, which is going to be Fedor von Bock. Fedor von Bock does not believe in destroying the Polish forces right now. So, Polish forces are weak. They could easily be outrun, and after they're overrun, destroyed. And that's already like the end of the Modlin Army, even though a lot of the Modlin Army is pretty badly damaged. Instead, what Kugler wants is to, not Kugler, what von Bock wants is to attack to the southeast and cross the Narew River. So, maybe I was thinking that if he does that and reaches the Narew, then maybe Germany would have more land against the Soviets, or that Germany might have more say in the conference table at the end. Although there is no hard evidence for any of this, thinking just Bock wants to go behind the Polish units even more, even further east. They're kind of going in the direction of Brest-Litovsk. But first they gotta cross the Warta River. So a lot of Polish units retreat to the Polk area west of Warsaw along the Vistula, and not many go directly to Fortress Modlin, which is the purpose of the Modlin Army. Most of the Polish defenses of Modlin Army are elsewhere than directly in front of Warsaw. So really, Warsaw is pretty much undefended. So and there's no reserves that can be used. Army Prusy is going to be busy in the south. So Fedor von Bock had a possibility. He had a good opportunity to capture Warsaw and to strike at the Vistula River and probably capture a bridgehead, which he passed on because he wanted to cross the Varta River, not the Vistula River, and go east and not south. So that's going to be a crucial division, a crucial decision for Fedor von Bock and all of Third Army and Army Modlin. So Rich Migwi, by the end of September 4th, he understands what horrible situation the northern fronts are, right? Modlin Army has completely collapsed. They've lost control over Ciechanów, lost control over Moava. They've lost a lot of troops, like almost all of their troops, and they're basically dead. And the entire northern front is exposed, and Warsaw can be captured at any time. So Rich Migwi knows this, and then so does Kurkovich Brzezinski, who, by the way, actually escapes south and goes like kind of like the general HQ in talks and stuff, because he knows that he's pretty screwed. So despite the efforts, and the Polish troops make great efforts, and by that I don't mean just the frontline action, but the efforts before the war, the years and years and years of building up their forces, building up their defenses, building up their resources and equipment. They do well in the first few days, but inevitably they're outnumbered, outgunned. They're unable to make a great stand against the Germans by day 3 and day 4. So Battle of Moava is over.